Zach, did you run around with Andy very much? Hang out with Andy very much?
Always, all the time. I was one of his major dudes.
Yeah?
I'm not even making that shit up. He's someone he knew he could trust. I was someone he knew he could trust. He was someone that I was ready to kick the door in on him and Victoria when I knew they were up to no good. My girlfriend as well. And Faith, she was a fucking 20-year fucking Army sergeant. Fucking volunteered twice, 2 tours in Iraq, 1 in Kuwait. Badass bitch. We would kick their door if we didn't smell something that we didn't like. See what they were up to, whether they liked it or not. And we know that we extended their time. And if it was shit we didn't like seeing, we call them out on it. Mostly Victoria. Along with that. I mean, she was probably the main vessel to it all, so he knew he could count on me if I had to kick the, if he had to call me into kicking the door. And he has called on me in Faith, and we have kicked the door and legislated whatever needed legislated over there. We didn't see too much of them as time went on, of course, but I knew I was one of his primaries toward it all.
You have any funny stories or anything come to mind?
Funny all the fucking time.
Yeah.
He was just funny all the time.
He could always make me laugh.
He was just funny
Even if I didn't want to.
He would talk shit to anyone, about anyone, and he would choose correctly most of the time on you. Deciding to talk shit to and talking to. It was just fucking hilarious. If he's around, I'm attached to his hip. Him too. I mean, just the Quinns, after the Quinns and you know, the Cranston house was gone, everything sucked. Everything began to suck after the Cranston house was down. And, you know, Austin lost track on how he was holding the Niners community, and he was letting everything fail. He was allowing these new schmoes to come in, you know, that were wannabe Niners, and he was giving them way too much confidence, way too much, you know, he wasn't legislating them, and they were getting big heads and shit. And we all dropped out. All of us, you know, first 9. We all dropped out.
I think Andy said Austin kicked him out of the Facebook group or something.
Austin kicked everyone out of the Facebook group. Keep it real and call everyone out.
I was on there too.
I left the Facebook group.
I got kicked
2
out.
or 3 times and were asked to come back. And I would, whenever Andy would get kicked out, I'd bring his ass back in. No question. I wasn't out to fit in, bro. I didn't give a fuck. I knew who I was. I know who I am. So I carried mad weight in the city of Columbus. So all around, just, you know, I wasn't out to being famous or fit in, dude. I did 40 fashion shows in 6 years downtown. I got my own breakdance production company. I performed to Wyclef, to Korn. You know, I've traveled and toured with those guys. You know, I've done it all. I've been on MTV. I've done the whole schmear. I'm a walking time bomb. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me. And that's how these two are. And that's why I love them so much.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
I love you guys as a family, straight up. And I will go to hands and go to war for you guys any fucking time. And even if Andy or, you know, Joey didn't like it, if I got to kick the door, he understood why. Because the shit where Victoria was playing, shit that Kylie,
I think.
yeah, was pulling, you know, a feud between him and Austin. There's some new crap that I heard, which I thought was hilarious. But all around, yeah, just I miss him every day.
Yeah.
I wish he never left. I wish he was still around.
Would Andy say anything about me?
Yes. See, you had a nickname that I didn't know about.
What, Nas?
Yeah. You were talking about all of them. Like, who the fuck is Nas? And then I'm finally finding out. You know? Like, yeah, I can go on forever. Yeah, Nas. You were mentioned a lot in the Cranston house.
Yeah.
And, I didn't realize who they were talking about. Until I found out who they were talking about.
That's funny. Yeah, the boys gave me that. And all their friends picked it up. I'll never forget the first time I heard an adult come up with a serious face call me Nas. It cracked me up.
Yes.
So I guess his name is going to stick.
Yes, indeed.
It's funny.
Indeed. nothing he couldn't handle, first of all.
Yeah.
But if he needed burden off of his shoulders while in process, he knew he could call on me. In fact, he has called on me. I love the fact that he would call on me when he did. Because I was gladly there. Just not if I had to. It's in the favor. So I've never had to call on him. Me and Faith were pretty solid. He was very stern on not letting any of these Niner Germanic swinger motherfuckers get involved in between him and Victoria. I was very stern the same fucking way with me and Faith. I would fucking silence a crowd calling some dude out if he disrespected my girl when she came in from boot camp in her uniform, which I've had to do before. I don't care how big the guy is. I don't care what it is. I go in some mode where I don't mind returning back from him if someone puts me there. So, little old me, yeah. I mean, I kick doors. I like to regulate. I like to justify. I like to, do what's right for my friends. And whether they're wrong or right, I like doing for them regardless. So, Andy's never been wrong. He was stern. He was always
very definite about things.
he was never really wrong. And anytime he would be, it wasn't really him. It was more Victoria.
Yeah.
But Victoria and I still have a friendship. I guess I don't know.
Holy chicken!
I never know
Holy
really where to
chicken!
take her. Like
Right.
she would throw her mother under the bus. If she had to. She's just that gypsy type. So.
Well, her mom is.
Victoria's nothing I can
Her
trust
mom's a
in.
mess too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've never met her, but I've heard a lot.
Are you waking up?
What's that? Just there's just nothing that could be trusted, and that was maybe the only flaw. But either way, or Andy's gonna do what he wants to do. There's no stopping him from doing anything. So you just do what you can. And
Not easily
I
persuaded.
just have his back. Me and Faith would kick their door in and be like, "What the fuck is going on in here? Who are these scumbags?" And just call, just do that favor. And then it got to where Andy would call on me and Faith to do it. And we would show up at their fucking door. We'd kick the door in. What the fuck's going on around here? Why is Andy calling us again, V? What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? And a lot of times he'd be outnumbered. Just people sitting around. So I love waiting on that call. It's like I'm just Batman waiting for no, I'm sitting here Batman with no work. Just waiting on the signal. Just call me and we would go in there. I don't even know Joey knows about half of that shit, but
Yeah, probably not.
Joey had to have known eventually.
I don't know.
Me and Faith didn't hesitate to kick the fucking door and fucking regulate something at some point, sometime, once in a while. I think Faith and I saw that couple more than anyone else besides Joey. I'll bet any money on that. But it was all just, we weren't reporting it to anyone. We were doing.
Yeah.
We were there for Andy and Victoria, no one else for Andy, and no one else's business.
That's cool.
I was out west. I was out west eventually, so I couldn't get to anywhere at any time. When being out west, looking after my mother finally, after being there for my ex who had cancer, and then I stayed till she beat it. And when we were broken up, I stayed for her. I stayed in the hospital for 2 months until she beat it, and then went back out west, which I've been back and forth out west for the last 9 years. So, but yeah, Andy knew that Andy and I both knew that I was something you could count on. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I liked having a job title for him and Joey. So
That's cool.
yeah. Not here to kick your fit in. Not here to be cool.
Andy was always really loyal to his friends and expected
Really
the same
was.
in return.
Really was. He just had someone occupying his time that he shouldn't have been.